welcome to day 495 of Journey Begins. Testing. Welcome in, anime. Hopefully, testing. There we go. Looks like our audio is going through, so we are. Oh, hello, anime world. How's it going? Chat window. And we are going to make our way out. There we go. Alright, so we are going to head over to Inkwood and work more on our ravine. And welcome in Anime World, and yeah. And we are live on TikTok, Twitch, and YouTube. Where do we want to go to bed? I think we'll go to bed by the creeper farm. Welcome in Apples is cool. How's the weekend going? Okay, good. Our streamer in the other ear is actually Joel Duggan, Scotsman UK, and Elcorn 95. On Joel Duggan's side, they're working on the Citadel. They also have the Minecraft over on Twitch. They also have this little cafe podcast and the Spawn Chunks podcast that they are a part of. So I recommend all of those if you want like roundtables on entertainment, and in the case of the Spawn Chunks, if you want more Minecraft content. Welcome in, Alvin. If you're still around Anime World, what kind of anime do you watch? Do you have a handful of favorites? So we're going to make our way over to Inkwood. We're going to continue our work here, where we're going to go down our tunnel and do just a little tapping here and there. Welcome in, Benz. So we want to make this a little, I don't know if we want to go deeper or up, because we want to make sure that the water doesn't come in on us. So I think we'll do it maybe from the right side here. We'll just keep tapping this, widening it a little bit. Right, so we'll just keep widening this and clearing it out. Making our ceiling a little wider, so every time we do this it'll get a little bit easier to, yeah, especially like through here, widening up the diagonals, and then we'll, at some point when we have time, we'll come through and we'll actually add the proper decoration and facade to the walls of the tunnel. Oh. Alright, so what we got? So we can put so we're gonna have to okay. We can do more. Push it up enough. There we go. So that's one of the little things. When we come through and do that, it's going to take more time. So every little bit that we can do of the walls in the meantime, it's going to save us time later. And then this won't look so bland as we're taking this tunnel. And the purpose of this tunnel is we wanted a caravan path that we can take from Overmorrow to Inkwood that will kind of run the storyline, or at least some of it. So we're probably going to have to go deeper then instead of higher so that we can get away from the water. We could go slightly shallower, but we want to make sure the water stays up top, that we're going under an ocean and we don't accidentally create a little island. Even if it's still below water, we don't want it to be too visible. That's probably, yeah, it looked like it was, we don't want to spend all our time down here either, so we're just going to kind of run through quickly. That's why we're not focusing on any kind of pattern. Welcome in, Oliver. How's it going? Yeah, and if you like the low-key story-driven builds, feel free to share us along. We're trying to get to 300 followers on TikTok and make affiliate on Twitch. So welcome in, Matt. So any help we can get with that is much appreciated. Good to be back. All right. Welcome in, Sepra. Now we have another tunnel in the mountains that we're going to fly over here in a second, but we're not going to worry about that at the moment. We do need to do the same thing there and widen that out, but the utility tunnel there is enough for now, and there's a dripstone cave and other stuff in there, so we probably want to spend more time developing that. So this is the road out of that mountain pass, and the road that we were just coming off of. The tunnel leads here. There we go. So here we go. Welcome in, Caden. How's it going? This is Inkwood here. Let's stop and do our reset, our spawn. There we go. Okay, so bed. Oh, did it reset? Okay, now it's reset. All right, so we'll come over here. And all of this has to go down, but we can see now it goes really far down. All right, so now we drop off a bunch of this stuff because we're doing mining, so we don't need a bunch of that. But we have, I thought we dropped, did we not get, no, it's there. Okay. All right, so let's get in a little closer. Did that land on it? Yes, it did. So it's this block. Yeah, okay. This will take us down. All right. Can we do that? So this will let us go all the way down if we want. But now we have this, so we can... We don't have any more TNT, and I don't want to waste a lot of TNT because this would take many stacks to go all the way around, and we already need a lot to clear out the area above Haven's End and the Nether. So clearing out tens of millions of Nether rack will be a lot of TNT, and we've already stripped one desert for the Garden Temple, which is still going to be short sand blocks or sandstone, and stripped another. Welcome in YK. Another one for making TNT over at Overmorrow. So we don't want to take away all the deserts. Renewable sand would really be nice, especially for those kind of things. Okay. Alright, so we can do something like this, maybe. Few blocks like this. Okay. Yeah. Maybe do like 3, or that's 4. Okay, so maybe we'll do that. We'll do a 4x4 down. So kind of like, what is it, the Logan ready run? Or loading ready run? Where they do the digging into the... they dig out a chunk at a time. What is it, like one chunk at a time? Whatever that series is called. Catch it a couple times. Alright, so... Slept. Oh. Okay. So we need to put maybe something like... some carrots down. Okay, there we go. And so let's run over here. Ooh. And then we'll come back down. So we're going to try to be responsible with our rockets, but at the same time, we don't want to get any mobs to cause us any grief. So we're going to do something like this, where we just do a 4x4. Hopefully, if we're deep enough, they won't come down. And we can also just take our scaffolding there and fly out. So we do that, and then there we go. Right. And right. We'll just work our way down like this. And yeah, we'll do this for an hour or so and go from there. But it's going to take a while to do this, so we'll probably mix this up with the road to the Gold Temple. We'll need to work on that as well. And then we'll need to plan out Oasis City. We have a location picked out for it, at least a rough location. But we need to get the road from the Gold Temple over to it, and then we need to get our portal from behind Inkwood here over to the Gold Temple. And having those in place, I think, takes care of most everything. We'll be able to work on a lot of the other stuff. We'll be able to build and decorate and build those things out. Because we'll want to repurpose an ancient city, but that can happen later. Welcome in, Alex. All right. Welcome in, Frosty. We want to be careful not to fall anywhere, so we never want to dig straight down. I mean, unless we're really sure that we're above solid stone. Welcome in, Roberta. How's the weekend? All right, so we'll do this. All right. Welcome in, Luis, not Bluey. Or Louis, not Bluey. Let's take out this line here. And it is another line down. Okay. Oh, we need to cut that. Actually works pretty well. We just have to do a lot of these little cells to get the ravine where we want. But that's an important part of Inkwood, so that's why we're making this one of the projects we work on. Right, so let's get all of this out. Let's get all the coal out. That way we can focus on our fortune pickaxe. Not have to switch as much. Right. And there we go. Clear out this. Welcome in, Dandy. Alright. Man blue taker. Yeah, we're getting down there, so this is working pretty well. Oh, go here. Okay. Got all the stone out. Grab more. Are we full? I'm kind of full, so can we put... Yeah, we can. Okay, perfect. So we can fill this like with chest, and then we can worry about getting out the contents out later. Maybe we can put a water stream or something to catch the chest when they break at the bottom. And then we can just come down here and collect materials later when we want them. Or create a big water, well, we'd have to create a lot of water sources, but we could create a water stream up and shoot all the items up too. We'll just have to see how that works. Oh. Definitely don't want to hold on to the redstone in that, because that got a lot of inventory. Welcome in, Santiago. There we go. All right, so another layer down, 8. Oh yeah, so and then we have, this goes a few layers deep, so we actually hit the deep slate around here, which is about 8, so that works. Oh, I guess it comes out around 5 is where we start hitting. Why 5? But that's more than 5 down there, so this is several layers deep. Right, so that's that. Yep, there we go. We're gonna need to get rid of some of this gravel because we don't trust gravel. You know, take it out, fall down a hole, and then something bad happens. Let's all this out, and then we'll need to put some torches up in here so that we have spawn-proof area to work with. So I guess they could spawn on some of the stuff on the side there, but hopefully don't get too much there. Okay. All right. Making progress, so we've now hit 0. We now need to put a torch on the side there, and these torches will just get reused as we expand this down, but we need to keep light going, 1 so we can see on the stream, and 2 so we don't get any mobs catching us off guard down here. I don't think we would get overwhelmed, but that's not too much gravel there. But you get a creeper that drops some gravel on you. Zombie hits you. Not a good experience. All right. So, well, welcome in 6. All right. Cool. Perfect. Perfect. Do this. Okay. This is going to be our tunnel, our 4x4. Use some of these shafts. I mean, I guess we could just take it all the way down, but having a few of these air shafts, for lack of a better term, would be good, because then as we dig, when we come down in here, we'll know that we have like a safe area at the bottom and we're not gonna, you know, fall through the world. Okay, so we could use some more torches, so we're gonna do that. Okay. Pick up all of this and then drop it off again. Okay. Welcome in, Jacob. How's it going? Okay, let's put a torch in the back wall here. Hopefully that'll be a little bit easier to see. Yeah. Because once we cut through the deep slate into the lower levels, I've seen lots of caverns before, and the last thing we want is to fall into a cavern and get stuck or get damaged. Where's that at? Okay, so we'll keep the torches going on the back wall here so we know which direction we're going in. And there we go. Welcome in, Lucy. How's the weekend going? Okay, so another one maybe here. How low can we go? Welcome in, Axel. Yeah, I probably shouldn't do that too either, because if there's a lava pocket attached in one of these, we won't be able to get out unless we fly. So we'd have to keep our heads about us so that we can fly out, which is not a good situation to be in. So let's be safe. Okay. All right, now we can come over here. All right, welcome in V2. How's it going? Let's do that. 23. So we got another, what, 40 blocks or so to go. Right. We're getting there. Look, well, yeah, I guess that wasn't so bad. We knew there would be one solid block under us, so that I'm less likely to have lava when the brick is exposed like that, but like, yeah, so if we were to do this one, we know that there's a solid block under lava, so this one would be one that would be reasonably safe. That's what we were looking for. That's what we were afraid of. Okay. So let's do... Okay, so let's grab some of this. Let's actually fill that in. Oh, our torches should go on the back here. Yeah, and that way we don't fall down, but this is what we were wondering. So all of this needs to come. A little glow lichen in there, but we need to probably send our spirit account out there. Can we do... That needs to be a little bit wider. I don't think we've lost anything. No. Parts. But that is a deep tunnel now. So now we will just do we want to stair step everything? I mean, we could do that. I mean, that will help us get a feel for things. I mean, we were going to kind of segment it down, but Now that we know kind of how deep we need to go there. So I think we'll do something like this and try to bring it all down at once now that we know we have kind of a measurement to go with. Okay, so we don't want to skip that because we need to just get all of this down then. That'd be a separate thing there since it has like a natural air gap there, so we'll focus on this solid bit here. We do need lots of dirt too, so helps. Put a torch out here. It's gonna come down here in a second. Let's do some stone. Welcome in SPC, and I think I saw a Halloween thing. Welcome in. How's the weekend going? There we go. Let's go through here. Yeah. And we're gonna do an hour, hour and a half, something like that. We're just chipping away at this little each day because we have some other writing projects we need to work on too. We're trying to get something going on Substack, and we have a book we're trying to write, and then the Builder's Journal, which will be on GitLab, and that'll be free. So we mentioned that a couple times, but once we get a couple more entries in that, then we'll start promoting that a little bit more. And I mean, we could do it in, I guess we could do something like that in Substack as well, but well, not really, because that has to be free. We could do it in like an open blog or something like that we can make advertising off of, but I just like going the extra bit of nerdy route and doing it in version control. And as it goes along, then it'll be more content, and we can keep it backed up, and then we can also kind of mess it up so we can practice Git recovery and things like that. Okay. Okay, so that's full. Is this full? Okay. So we're gonna keep the diamonds there because we'll drop those off somewhere at the end. Let's grab all of this stuff. Oh, this needs to come down too. So let's we want to be able to get up here though to our bridge. So let's do this. We'll do a stair step here so we can get into it. So something like, and this way when we come through on the sides we know where to avoid. So we need to step down. Okay. Okay. I guess we'll just go through and get all the dirt, and then we'll come back and get the stone. I mean, all of this is going to come down anyway, but we will at least have a way in and out as we work. Right. Okay. So let's push through. This will be a lot of extra material when this is done. Right, so we need to come here, about 4 wide. Yeah, and I guess it doesn't need to come all the way out because we're just going down to 62. And then so it'd be to here. This level will be 62. So their line. Now we can start taking down the walls. Then we'll have this little ramp that will get us up to our bridge in case we can't fly in. So we'll be covered there. Going. Let's place a torch at the bottom. And oh, we already have one at the top. Okay. So now we can just cut this away on this side, and then we'll do the same thing on the other side. There we go. We'll probably work through tonight and then sleep on the next night so we can get a little more work done. So if that's the case there, looks like we're full, so we're gonna need a drop some material off. Need to drop off that diamond and membrane so that we can take on more of our materials. A little bit more experience. Okay. Let's see what we can do with this. All this is just a matter of time, so yeah, it works out. Grab all of that. Welcome in. How's it going? We'll cut through on this side as well. There we go. I don't know why I keep falling into the... Must be like them hitting me in that jump causing my elytra to engage. There we go. So, oh. Let's grab a carrot. We're a heart down. Hungry. And there we go. Let's do this. Almost cut through. Okay. So, oh, perfect. Okay. We have our stairs cut out, but we can still... It's a little jagged, but this is just temporary. So if we can't fly in, we still have a way to easily get into Inkwood. And now we can focus on taking down these sides. Right. What is our... We have a little bit of space left in our inventory, but not too much. So let's take down as much dirt as we can, level by level, and we'll take down the stone level by level. Oh, okay, so I think we're just gonna have to go sleep, because putting torches down, they'll just get taken down too quickly, so we'll have to place them on like 62 once we hit our kind of goal there, so we're just gonna have to sleep. So we have daylight to take those down, and then we can put a torch at 62. Right, yeah. Right. So then we can just come here. We can take down that. Just take down all of that. Take down all of the stone here. Well, okay. Back and forth. A stone on, stone off. Okay. Get rid of that. Got more of this dirt. And there we go. Just back and forth, back and forth. Welcome in, Chippy. How's it going? let's, are we, oh, we are full. So we need to go drop off material. And we probably want to drop off our diamond and membrane at some point pretty soon too. And then we'll just keep doing this. Yep. Oh, shovel. Shovel's the tool for that dirt. Yeah, a few minutes here, a few minutes there. It's going to be more than a couple weeks, I guess. So this would be one of the projects on our list now. It'll be far enough along that we'll know what we're doing. I can kind of pick it up anytime so that once we make the goal of 300 followers on TikTok and affiliate on Twitch, or I mean, once we make one of those, we'll be able to do, you know, regular 2-hour streams at least twice a week. And we can also figure out how to do some voting. And choose what to work on in each stream based on what everyone wants to see until everything is done. And I'll have plans for what I want to do, so it'll be more or less until, you know, until I reach my goal of it being done, but we can work on it until we hit that goal. More or less meaning that we won't work on something perpetually, other than the horizon wall, but that's going to be an interesting one, because as we get farther along on that, you know, when you get out to, what is it, like, I want to say it's something like 20 million blocks in each direction. I could be wrong on that, so don't quote me, but it is more than a few thousand. So once you start getting 100,000 or so in any direction, that's going to be quite a bit of travel. So you're going to have nether tunnels to traverse that in any kind of meaningful way. But you're still going to be traveling the full length of that, because you're going to come out at, you know, 5,000, 6,000, 7,000, whatever the segment of wall you're building. So it's still going to take quite a while to get done. I mean, just going to those, I think people have done within a week. So a week just on travel, and then imagining the kind of material to take. So welcome in, Dot. How's it going? Oh, we have space here, so let's put some stuff away while we can. We can make a torch that frees up a little bit more space. But I don't think that opens up anything in here. Oh, but we can do that. Oh, no chicken. No chicken. Welcome in, Miller. Oh, okay, so let's go. That's going to be our goal for today, to get this side down all the way, and at least start it on that side, And then trying to remember to do our clip today. Oh, thank you, Miller. Appreciate the like. Our day's been pretty good so far. We're making some progress on creating a ravine outside of our town here, Inkwood. So it's still in the early stages, but it's part of multiple builds that are fitting into a story we're trying to tell. So everything we're building is story driven. So trying to get away from some of our earlier random building. Not taking down much of the random stuff that we built before. We're trying to work that into the story, but that's the goal of our stream now. Putting all of our builds connected into a storyline. So our spawn city is Overmorrow. There's a road that will go from Overmorrow to Inkwood here. A road that will go from Inkwood to the Gold Temple. We'll have a fake sandstorm that will be on the path. You take that to the Gold Temple. From there, you'll take that to Oasis City. And then from there, you'll take that to the Garden Temple, and then Barter's Bay. And then it will be an ancient city, but we're going to remodel it and make it something different. I'm not sure what we'll call it yet, but that's where kind of the story will end in part 1. At least that's kind of the idea that we have floating in my head. Welcome in, Rana. Yeah, so everything we're building is in support of kind of that storyline. Things subject to change, but that's what's guiding things currently. And we have somewhere around here, there's a hole that we dug down through the deep slate layer. Because we're going to take our ravine down to bedrock. Oh, and thank you for the follow, Miller Prod. Appreciate it. So in between this wall, so the inner Inkwood wall, and this outer cobblestone, we're taking all of that down on 3 sides to bedrock, and then the back side's going to be a lake feature that will feed into 2 waterfalls on either side that feed the ravine. And then we'll just kind of imagine that it goes into some underground aquifer kind of thing. But yeah, that's our plan. And this is a resource positive project. Part of the reason we're spending time here is Haven's End, so we're putting down 1 million slabs in the Nether's part of a city that we're going to build there. And so that's a very resource negative project, so it's going to take a lot of stone, so like 500,000 stone blocks to get the number of slabs we need. Well, that worked out. Maybe this time we can remember to drop off our Phantom Membrane and our Deep Slate Diamond. Welcome in, cool kid Zip Zap. Alright, so let's see. Okay, let's put in those things there so we can pick those up later. Okay. See if we can find that hole over here somewhere. we kind of kept it off at the top of the cavern. Yeah, so you can see our scaffolding there. So that, maybe we need to be over here somewhere. Yeah. That hole goes down to the top of the deep slate layer, and then we have a torch and a little viewport to see drop below. So we'll need to send like our spirit account down there to kind of light things up, and then we'll dig down to that level more. But for now, we're just going to kind of take everything else down to that level, because that gives us a baseline of where the deep slate level is, and then we can be more careful taking it down to bedrock. Because it's going to be dark and creepers, fall damage, and all that we want to avoid. So there we go. There we go. So let's just keep dropping this off just so we can keep our inventory in good shape while we're taking this down. And how's your day, Miller Prod? I don't know if I said earlier, apologies. Hope things are going well. And if you have any Minecraft projects you're working on, feel free to bring those up in chat too. Always interested in hearing what other people are working on. Oh, welcome back, Leprod. How's it going? How's your day if I didn't ask that before? Nice. What's W stream? I've seen that a couple times now. Alright. And working on any Minecraft projects yourself? Did you get this down? Did, so good shape there. Okay, let's go on this. Right. So, can we get all of this down? Yeah, maybe. Oh, I know. I know. We don't need our armor right now, so let's take down a bunch of these leaves. But we're gonna have to get higher to get all of them. Get all of them? No. We gotta go up another level. Okay. Maybe 2. Okay. Now we can get all of the leaves. And we can use these for building blocks and things that require non-solid blocks later. So having a bunch of leaves is not a bad thing. Alright, and getting into the wood, we'll make sure that any that we missed despawn on their own. Our wood here. Okay. Are we full? No, we're not full. Okay, good. More leaves here, and then we'll worry about the wood and start taking down the dirt. Okay. Grab our birch and oak here. Like that. There we go. A bunch of this fell. Great. So I think we're pretty good there then, right? Jumping around. We're trying not to do too much of that. Avoid it. It doesn't look as good on stream. Trying to make the movements more fluid. There we go. Okay. Welcome in, Alexi. Yeah, I think this will be our goal. So we'll take down this little hill here. That'll be where we'll call the stream for today, because that'll be a big step in getting this leveled out. Be a few 3,000 blocks taken down. And that'll be good. Okay, perfect. A lot of dirt on this side, so this makes it a little bit easier. I'm having to switch tools so much. And there we go. We filled up with all those leaves, so let's go see how much we can drop off. Make sure we don't accidentally drop off our armor and then forget where we put it. Alright, let's go get all of our dirt. Alright. Yeah, and I think doing it layer by layer work now that we have our kind of gauge over there. 'Cause doing a bunch of shafts would be hard to see over like a time lapse. And I guess you'd see kind of little tunnels come up, but then you wouldn't notice it a lot till you got to kind of the final stage. Whereas taking down something like this gives something noticeable per clip. And when we stitch all those together, we'll have something more noticeable. Let's 62. Like that maybe? Okay. Welcome in, I can't. Down a little bit here. This won't take too long, I think. Yeah, let's do up and downs. So the dirt, grab a shovel and then get rid of the dirt and sand here. And right there. Touch. Oh, hopeful creature. Thank you. Hello, unhelpful. Pick up all that. Go pick up our dirt, our sand, clay. We need all this material for later. Perfect. Yeah. Having we could just get creepers to be the only thing that spawned would be in good shape. We'd have to be careful because it's almost like playing with lava. But let's get rid of the dirt heap. Okay. Boom goes the creeper. Sam, how's it going? Uh-oh. Interesting. That worked out. Okay. Let's go to our shovel and grab some of this dirt and experience. I think we got this down to 6 over. Yeah, we'll just take out a couple of these stumps here. Okay. We're almost done. Got that down less time than we thought. Alright. Grab as much of this as we can. And plop it in one of these chests over here. Alright. I think we're pretty good. Let's gather up any of the straggler blocks that we see. Okay. Alright, there we go. That's a pretty good progress. I think we'll call it there. An hour and 20 or so into the stream. We have some other things we need to get working on, so let's see how that goes. Okay. That we're gonna mark it. Alright, so let's go up here. Find the front of our bridge. Yep. Yeah, we'll just do this. Okay. Almost 121. So there's our bridge. We'll keep our circling line going to the west. Follow this. And then we'll see, yeah, our staircase efforts, which I guess we could continue over. We also see the flattening here and our bridge there. So we'll either level it down or we'll staircase it down and then level it. But that's going to be our clip. So that's 120, 122, and then we'll work that down. I feel like I need to incorporate ladders into some spots to do kind of cinematic views so that you can, instead of just falling quickly, you can have that kind of slow fall and see something happen. Kind of work that cinematic camera in a little bit. Yeah, okay. Do we have anything we need to drop off? So that's okay. So with that, we're going to call it an end to our stream. So thank you. 495 where the journey begins. Thank you, Anime World and Miller Prod, and everyone over on TikTok and Twitch as well. If you want to see more of what we're working on, you can check us out on Linktree. So that's Linktree or linktr.ee/mindtripmedia. That will have links to the VOD for this over on YouTube, along with our Mostly Lego Build YouTube channel. It will have links to our TikTok, our Twitch, our Blue Sky, Pinterest, and our other social presence. And any other projects that we're working on. As we get those to a point where we're ready to share, we'll put those over there. So if you want to find other ways to support us, you can find us there on Linktree. Watching the streams helps, sharing helps. So anything you want to do to help us grow, if you enjoyed watching, of course, appreciated. Tomorrow we'll continue working on the ravine, and behind the scenes we'll be trying to get some of the past laid out for Gold City and Oasis City, where that's going to be, and so we can frame that out later. So that's going to be kind of our long-term goal over the next few months, is the ravine, the roads, and the Gold Temple and Oasis City. Names subject to change, but that's what we're calling them for now. So welcome in, Ava. We're just kind of getting ready to wrap up. But so with that, we'll see you tomorrow when the journey continues for day 496. I guess Sunday would be 97, Monday 98, 99. So it's looking that 500 will land on Wednesday. So we'll probably do some kind of world tour on Wednesday. So maybe not much building, but something like that. It'd probably take an hour to see everything anyway. And then we can have a video that we can share and hopefully get more people in and help build the community and the auditorium. So again, thank you everyone for joining in, and we'll see you tomorrow. Okay. All right, looks like Joel's stream is ending as well. So yeah, we're going to call it there. And yeah, again, we'll see you tomorrow when the journey continues, and appreciate all the